Yeah, man, just kind of going back to like the Dumb Jocks kind of brand and the highlights of it, knowing them guys personally, and you know, trying to create a platform and building that up, and what it was like to get them guys on camera, because these are two guys who are usually not in the front center. They're kind of behind the scenes type of guys and don't really like to, you know, have the spotlight on them. But I wanted to make sure that the world knew who they were, our town knew who they were, the Northwest knew who they were, because some of the most talented people I know. So it was funny just because I know them so personally that it was just knowing how they felt in that moment. Probably being in front of the camera was a little bit different on them, but that was for sure one of the highlights that I have. And you know, just being able to be in their space where they sold their clothes, they owned the spot that they were in, and it was just a beautiful moment for me.
You know, they had the original spot over on 84th. You know, it was like a grand opening. You know, so we was just very, very proud of our friends that they were able to see something through. You know what I mean? Again, you know, just seeing everything from the ground up. And see them kind of get to that first milestone, which was, all right, we got our first little storefront. And, you know, from there, just being able to be a part of it, celebrate it. And, you know, selfishly for me, one of my high moments for the brand was when, you know, LuQuam said he wanted to help sponsor one of my comedy shows. So, you know, that was a big thing. I was like, damn, this is where we at. We're in position. You want to start sponsoring and stuff. So that was good, man. And it just showed, again, you know, the brotherhood that we have, the loyalty that's intact. And, you know, it's always going to be that way.
So tell me about Dumb Jocks, the brand, man. Where we're at, what location it's at, man.
Dumb Jocks, we're over here at 5412 South Tacoma Way. The brand has come a long way. We started in 2013, and it's just seeing it grow from what it became. Like we started designing in college, and like the designs back then, like we laugh at now, like just just the growth of it, getting better at designing, getting better at marketing, getting better at everything pretty much, and just learning as we go. We didn't have all the tools when we started, so it's just we're just learning while we do it, and refining what we do every day.
Man, that's the fun part, you know, the trials and tribulations. You know, when you first get something, you know, we live in an era now where we just think everything's gonna be instant, you know, instant oatmeal, instant grits. And you know, you think you're gonna get a boatload of t-shirts and you just gonna post it on your social media page and everybody's gonna buy it. It don't work like that, you know. So you really gotta put the work in, you know. We had some help, you know, because of our influence that we have around in the community. So that was always, something that we didn't take for granted. But again, just understanding that footwork and understanding that it's not just gonna happen like, I got t-shirts, you know, I got, merch, and, you know, people had to fully understand the concept of what was behind it. And, you know, that was kind of part of that growth process that I know I had to learn, you know, kind of just from my position that I was taking within the brand.
The quote that, you know, is kind of famous from Nipsey, that is, he was in an interview and he said, I didn't have all the answers. I'm not this just genius. I just kind of paraphrasing obviously, but he said I kind of just didn't quit. I just kept going. And so, like he said, what is that, 2013, we 6 years deep now, so, you know, obviously with everything there's going to be learning process. It could be a small detail, like me giving out a wrong promo code for my discount, and then going back in and having to revise that for the next drop. And now it's like, okay, well LuQuam goes in on the back end and gets it to where the promo code that I gave people before is now the promo code that I push forward out now. So, you know, minor details like that, and there's obviously bigger things that happen over time, but at the end of the day, it's just about not quitting and kind of just weathering the storm and being able to roll with all the punches that come, because you don't know where they're coming from, and when they get there, it's like, oh, hit with this, or hit with this. Like right now, they're going through a remodel, and in this remodel, there's different aspects of like construction going on to the storefront, and different ways of how that could affect business. But we're always thinking ahead and trying to be the best us, and to do that, you go through these different times where stuff happens, and you have to, like I said, roll with the punches and keep it moving.
So every summer we've vended at a lot of different places. We've vended at UPS before. We vended at we just did the Taste. We do that almost every year. We do a Freedom Fair at the waterfront at Ruston. We're doing art on the Ave. Hilltop Street Fair, McKinley. We do IT's tournament every year. And then a couple of things I have in the works coming hopefully in the future is a couple of different pop-ups. We want to do one in Seattle. We want to do one in Portland. We want to do one in Cali, like Oakland, and LA. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. And any other people that might want to collab, we're open to that too.
What Quan was saying, being at the ZCAN yearly is something that I always look forward to, obviously. We've had, little stations at the comedy shows, being on, art on the Ave, just everywhere really that they would allow us to set up, that's where we would be at. So, we would always just try to get with the higher ups, who's ever, putting that event together. And we appreciate, those people who have allowed us to, put our footprint on, this industry. And we ask that you guys continue to support us, because it's only going to get bigger and better.
I especially like, not to steer the conversation, but the Northwest Market. It's the downtown Northwest Market in Tacoma. It's hosted by the people down there, the good people down there at All-Star Vintage. Yeah, that one, it's a real diverse crowd of people, just like the Ethnic Fest, where you feel the support. When people are walking by and they're talking to you, it's a genuine connection between our brand and the community. And so vending in the summertime and the festival season, man, it's like it's our season. So it's something that we look forward to every year. It's something that we definitely put time and dedication into. A lot of brands who have t-shirts and hoodies and different things of that matter. They have to go somewhere and pick prints up and different things like that. A lot of the stuff that is done here in Dumb Jocks is in-house. So being able to, if there's been long hours or early mornings where we had to come in and print things, and Quam had to come in and print things, and right before we go on and do these events. So
the last release, we were able to have some success off of that, and continuing on to our new launch coming. We want to just continue to build, and not corner ourselves just to a certain demographic. Like again, we are, the name is Dumb Jocks, but we're big on defined labels. Tapping in with our younger demographics, with children's clothing, and something, I see here very, very close in the near future is every gym, every sporting event you go to, you're gonna see somebody with a Dumb Jocks tee, a hat, something. You're gonna see, because we're coming for that market, and we're just gonna speak that into existence.
We've been able to kind of go from what I believe was like athletic streetwear to expand that to be something that is culturally more than just what that means. And so a lot of pieces that we come have like a 90s influence. We grew up in the 90s, and there's things that we relish back on. One of my favorite designs going back is We All Gonna Eat All That rib. Moving forward, we definitely, like you were saying, we're going to keep expanding children, little jocks, with athletic wear as well, getting into these gyms and making sure that we're notified, or we sponsor different fighters and different athletes. So being able to have that under our belt. Shout out Don Williams, shout out Marquise Weston. So these different things that the brand is doing in the community is going to be, you know, taken to a whole nother level moving forward with the expansion of the shop, and just everything that we have going on. So yeah, we're definitely excited about what's to come for sure.
So our last release was like a lot of rebranding. We had a couple new logos that we're gonna use forward now that you guys will see. We're using a little more slogans like defy labels. Like our main slogan is labels, we defy ourselves. So.